What's Marvel Comics? Well, Marvel Comics is one of the greatest American comic book publishers of all time, which gained great reputation and traction from its fans and readers who have been affiliating with this company until they have jobbed with it initially under the name of Timely Publications in 1939. With a constant number of name changes and launch failures, it was originally known as Red Circle Comics and Atlas Comics, but later Timely Comics, and its first major publication was Marvel Comics number 1, which is the first appearance of two superheroes, the first Human Torch and Namor the Submariner. Both characters became huge hits for the company almost instantly, starring in their own series. Another popular superhero created around this time was the patriotic superhero Captain America. This company has stood out for his comics on the superhero genre that have marked everyone's taste, especially with his emblematic characters such as Spider-Man, Wolverine, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Daredevil, Punisher, Avengers, among others. During the 60s, the company made the superhero genre a hit with the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, revitalizing it to great success. In the 70s, the company adapted by publishing new titles in genres such as horror or witchcraft, among other superhero genres. In the rest of the decades, they have been making new versions of the produced comics, story centers known as Center Universe, graphic novels, amusement park attractions, film adaptations, cartoon, among others. With the mission, this company exists with the purpose of enabling access to directly produce all the comics in their characters to broad sectors of the population, creating, developing, and disseminating knowledge of science fiction, fantasy, etc. It also has a fulfillment of the premise of entertaining the general public with good stories so that they have the idea and the imagination of living with them in their minds. The moral values of Marvel and its comics have endured for years in what we make of them for new generations, a new way of seeing the world and how we consciously experience it. Although there are comics that are not suitable to reach the hands of a child due to a darker narrative or a very graphic and explicit art on issues of violence and sexuality, a point in favor of comics in general is that they transmit to the reader a series of principles and values with which you can identify either through a character or through a situation that you are living within the story and that perhaps is not alien to you. One of the new values that this company updated for its characters is learning to respect the diversity of people, putting aside prejudices of any kind and opening up to all kinds of people regardless of their social, racial, sexual status, etc. Marvel Comics will always have the chance to instill values in us. Young readers will continue to open up a little more to diversity, to understand that there are different people with tastes different from yours, and different religious or sexual preferences, and that doesn't mean they have more or less values than anyone else. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that helps you for your knowledge.